guys, welcome back to another Beard Guys replay. Today we've got a guest replay for you sent in by Hamid1919. He is driving the Stark STRV S1, the cheese wedge, the wedge of cheese tank, this beauty with the flag on it. We featured it a little bit on the channel early on when we had it on loan, but we haven't really had a top gameplay video in it, so that's what Hamid has kindly helped us out with today. He has sent in this absolutely stonking replay, and I'm very, very excited to be able to share it with you. So Hamid's off to a good start. He's got himself up in the classic sniper spot up here, and as usual when you come up to this classic sniper spot, there is always at least one other tank who probably shouldn't be there, faffing about, getting in your way, probably getting spotted, then growing behind you and getting you shot. But thankfully Hamid manages to make it work. So it's a great spot for this tank. It's a perfect place. It's good distance to use that camo. It's going to be tough for them to spot him. But he does get spotted once or twice. And this little dip that you have here works really nicely with how this tank it sort of sits against the ground once it's in, especially when it's in siege mode as well. You can see there's not much of his tank being exposed there. And he's able to back up just a little bit to get into cover without having to go in and out of siege mode. You see he's already got 4 pens, and then he does this and grabs an ammo rack on the T28 prototype and getting off to a very, very good start. So you can see there's some shots flying up at him, but he's managing to dodge most of them. He's taking a little bit of damage and damage viewport, but otherwise looking good at the moment. And looks like his buddy in the medium tank has decided to bail out of there. So the Lycan's going to be a threat. He's probably most likely to spot Hamid out here. I'm not sure anyone down there is really going to get a spot on him. You can see the coverage you can get here. Didn't even aim in for that shot. You can see these guys really nicely. That's probably the Lycan spotting him there. He's going to wait. He's going to take the shot in the Oho. Nice hit. Now, obviously, if there was artillery in this gameplay, it would be, a whole different story. But thankfully, there is not, and he's able to really work this TD position very, very nicely. And a couple of things I like about this replay. At the end, he has a little bit of a drive around. It's not just the entire game up here, although he does do quite a bit of damage from up in this sniper spot. He has a bit of a drive around. And also, he gets spotted when I use this tank. I haven't used it too much, but when I use this tank in any of the siege mode ones, you tend to find you don't get spotted very often, and when you do get spotted, you are normally dead pretty quick. But Hamid gets spotted a whole bunch this game and manages to somehow evade death, back up just in time, and keep on going to the end, and definitely helps his team. It's absolutely vital in his team's success in this game. Gets a nice hit in the Oho. The aim time and the reload and the gun handling on this thing is just incredible. Once you're in siege mode, it just absolutely rips things apart. You can see he's able to spin. You basically have no aim time at all. Once you're in siege mode, it's just incredible. So team's looking pretty even at the moment. They're 6-5 on the scoreboards. He's got a fair amount of health left, but he doesn't really want to get hit too much more if he wants to survive to the end of this game. And he decides that's about time for him to reposition slightly. The Reds are starting to push across the bottom here, and there's a nice little spot here where he can help out at this different angle. Goes for the snapshot, fails it, but by the time he's reloaded, he should be ready to take this guy down. He's got no cover to go for, and a very easy target there. He's got spotted though, wiggles his gun. I'm not sure if he was just hoping that the shot might maybe hit him on the gun or something, but he's been tracked in place. And then manages to bounce a shot, gets very lucky, not really to lose any health from that encounter so far. And there we go, gets back in action, but he gets tracked again. What is he going to do about this Centennial? Still, a Centennial unable to damage him. He's either hitting the tracks, or we think he's been tracking him every time. Damages the gun that time. And there we go, the light tank thankfully taken down on his right, which makes life a little bit easier, and he's able to shuffle his tank slightly and get himself unspotted, and he can start to try and approach this in a slightly different way. But he's on 13 pens already, 2 kills, a couple of assist ribbons. He's going to get insta-spotted by that Centennial, so he needs to reposition, or he's just going to have to try and duke it out if he wants, but it's not going to be too easy. And he doesn't have a huge amount of support nearby, or at least not too much support that seems to be helping him out too much. So Centennial's making a move. He might have some shots here. There we go. Nice side shots now. This guy's got himself out of that rut. And I'm not sure what the Centennial was really hoping was going to happen. But now he is going to get absolutely picked apart. It's really interesting seeing that gun wiggling going on. It's normally something you see when tanks are up close, and when they're rutting and they're face hugging, and people try and get their guns in the way of the other guns, try and get a ricochet or a gun damage shot rather than a normal damage shot. But interesting to see it used at distance like that. Let me know. I don't know if that's a common tactic in the Swedish TDs. But here we go. He has decided to push in. They are 5 V3. And he's decided to get in close. He's not going to sit up on there anymore. Wants to get a bit more damage. He's already had a huge game in this tank, doing a very, very nice amount of damage. And now he's going to see what he can do on his IS-3. He's going in non-siege mode. And misses from about 1 meter away with his gun. And sadly, that is what happens when you're not in siege mode most of the time. But here we go. He's got a bit more lined up. And if you just come on, there we go, that should probably do it. There we go. Shoot him in the gut, underneath. IS-3 down. So that's kill number 4. 17 ribbons on the board. He's going to get a lot of silver from this, and it's no doubt going to be a mastery game. But there are 2 tanks to mop up still. Might be able to grab that top gun, or at least a little bit more damage. And there is one of the guys that he was shooting right at the beginning of the game. Sadly doesn't manage to get the kill shot on him. And now just 1 enemy tank remaining to hunt down. There he is, a Lurve over at the back with quite a bit of health, so nice juicy target to hopefully get a shot or 2 into before his teammates finish him off. It is a 3v1, so it's not, it's not a dead set. That guy's got a lot of health, needs to be sensible, doesn't want to throw it away. But he's in a pretty good position to pick it away at him here. If the Lurve backs off a bit and waits them to come up, drops this line of sight, then, he potentially could pick off the other 2 friendly tanks on Hamid's team. Although, to be honest, if you're a full health Lurve that's sitting up there at that stage of the game, then you're probably not going to be pulling off any super pro plays to win the battle anyway, I imagine. So he's trying to get his Type 59 to fall back a bit and lure the Lurve out so he can hit him and finish him off. But he's got the other TD coming up from behind. There we go. Type 59 very nicely does actually fall back to try and lure him out. What a guy. But the Lurve's going back the other way. Takes out the other TD, and it is a 2v1 now, and is a little bit too close for comfort. The Type 59 is on a 1-shot, and a couple could easily finish off Hamid. But he drives out into the open and gets tagged by both of them at the same time. So there we go, 5 kills, 19 damage ribbons, and let's have a look at the scoreboard. There he goes, 7,232 damage, 2,000 base XP, a very, very nice mastery game, 164,000 silver. Well, it would have been had he had a premium account. He does not, so he only gets 90. Pretty pretty harsh. But an incredible game. Thank you very much for sending that one over, dude. Really enjoyed showing it to you guys and really enjoyed watching it myself. So nice one. Thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know what you think about the S1 down in the comments below. Give it a like if you enjoyed it. My name's Ben. We are the Beard Guys, and I'll see you next time.